Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Real quick, when I say live, what I mean is I'm recording myself right now in real time, seeing the information, seeing the data for the very first time. In other words, I don't know what's coming next. So if you are looking for a video where somebody's doing a trade recap or talking to you with hindsight in their favor, this won't be a video for you. But if you are open to the idea of a nitty-gritty, unscripted look into what it's like to be a day trader, how day trading can play out, then I'm confident you'll find value here. So I will pause the recording software for now and be back at the market open. Okay, watching 173 here as a potential short on Tesla. Short meaning making prices or making money if prices go down. All right, never mind, that trade plan is no longer valid. Could be looking to short at 174, but first the price has got to get above 174. Oh, there's 173, and yeah, in hindsight, maybe I should have stayed with it, but that's why we're all rich in our hindsight accounts. Okay, well, never mind on that one for now. I will go ahead and pause, and I'll keep looking around. Market hasn't even been open 2 minutes. Okay, watching 115 here on Facebook, or excuse me, Meta, looking to go short. And I did not take it just because I'm looking over at the 5 minute, and the 5 minute has me a little spooked. And so going to pass on it if it wants to come back down. And as of right now, I definitely chose properly there. As you can see, it bounced back up. So a little learning lesson there. Multiple time frame analysis is very important, because as of now, looking like the 5 minute has kept me out of a trade that not necessarily would be a losing trade yet, but not quite as good of a trade as what I thought it was just looking at the 1 minute, which is what you see on your screen. But I have multiple monitors, so I'm looking around at other time frames too. So yeah, I'll pass on it for now. But yeah, like I said, a little learning lesson there. Multiple time frame analysis can definitely be beneficial. Keep an eye on NVIDIA. And Tesla just continues to drop. All right, I will go ahead and pause. All right, I'm trying to get filled at 170.50 here on Tesla, and my idea is looking for the market to get a bounce off of this yellow line there, which is the VWAP. So you can see the market is coming down, flirting a little bit below VWAP, but definitely within the range. Tesla is also coming down here a bit. So again, I want in at 170.50 here on Tesla with the idea that the overall markets could find some support and then ideally give Tesla a boost. Not to mention Tesla is already very, very overextended to the downside. So again, this does not guarantee anything, but that's the thought process here, and something I'm willing to take a chance on, right? And that's what we do as traders. We take chances on things, but our goal is to make sure they're not random chances, but an educated chance, a well thought out and strategic chance, which again, to really reiterate to you beginners, does not mean that anything is guaranteed to happen. There are no guarantees, but it's like crossing a street, right? You can have a strategy, you can have a reasonable way to go about crossing a busy street, but that doesn't mean that something can't happen and still hit you. I mean, you can obviously manipulate the odds that that doesn't happen. Same here with trading. So by no means am I trying to apply that like this is for sure going to work. I don't even know if I'll get filled, because again, this is live. I don't know what's coming next, but that is the current thought process here and what I'm looking at and waiting for. But I'll go ahead and pause for now, and if it looks like I'm going to get filled, then I'll get the video going. Well, never mind here. You can see Tesla is bouncing, especially on the 5 minutes. There's a bit of a move here, which could have helped me out with that trade. So just didn't quite go down to where I needed it to be, so I'm going to go ahead and cancel that order out. And on that one, never mind, did not work out. Never quite got, obviously, to where I needed it to be. And now dynamics of the chart have changed, so I'm no longer interested in it. But that's just how it goes sometimes. You'll map out a plan, you feel good about the plan, and then you just don't get an opportunity. So yeah, sometimes the most often trade that you should be taking as a trader is just no trade at all, because the setup just doesn't develop, with all the different requirements that you had for it. So never mind, I'll pause. So just an update. That's that's how it goes. So you can see the market did ultimately find some support down around this general area. Nice green candle. You can see Tesla is now back up over 171.50. So a very nice bounce here, and the bounce very well may continue at this point. But yeah, that's the reality of the market sometimes, is you're going to have things, like I said, planned out, and it just doesn't quite work out. And then you're going to be able to sit there and play the game that I'm playing right now with you is, wow, I probably should have manipulated my rule here. I probably should have just shortcut my rule here. But no, that's how bad habits form is. I had a plan, I had a strategy, I had my requirements were not hit. Therefore, I did not enter the trade. So I share this with you because these are the moments where it becomes very, very gray, where you start to take a valid strategy and then make it invalid because it didn't work out in this situation. But as a friendly reminder, your strategy, when it's valid, does not mean that valid does not equate working out all the time. No, sometimes it's not going to work out. Sometimes it'll keep you from missing a trade as it did here, but other times it's going to help you miss a trade that would have been a losing trade. So that does go both ways. But yes, in this situation, as a trader, it's very easy to start to second guess a valid strategy, and you have to be very careful of that because, like I said, that's where valid strategy starts to get little holes in it, and then those holes get a little bit bigger, and then the bad habits, even bigger, and then before you know it, your strategy is completely different just because you started to make shifts to it because of situations like this. So just, like I said, want to share that with you because it's, I hear where you're coming from. It's a very valid way your brain works because, okay, you want to always seek improvement, and now this would imply that, okay, maybe there's something can be improved, or maybe the markets are, generally speaking, random. You never know what they're going to do. So there's no way to actually have a strategy that's going to always work. So just keep that in mind. It is 3:28, 30 minutes left, and I have not been around. I forgot that I had the recording and forgot to close it out several hours ago. But yeah, no trades today. Sometimes that happens. And sorry if I repeat myself, but just to wrap it up again, the main learning lesson was this is one of those days where just because you have plans, and just because you could have made money because something would have happened had you tweaked your rules here or there, don't go and start doing that. Realize that if you have a valid strategy, it's valid. Now, if you're always missing things, that's a little different conversation. But if you have a valid strategy where you are getting into trades and so on and so forth, then don't let what you saw here today throw you off and send you down rabbit holes that you don't need to be pursuing. So I think that final comment should make sense if I remember what I was talking about earlier on. Like I said, from my perspective, I realized for you it was just a jump cut, but for me, several hours ago. So I hope this helps. If anything, just to remind you that, sometimes no trades happen. That doesn't mean that anything was done wrong. Had I been and stuck to my computer all day long, could I have made a trade? Yeah, probably. But for me, I'm not looking to sit and be glued to my computer for 6 hours a day. I want to get out and do other things. But thank you for hanging out. Thank you for watching. And sorry, but not sorry there was no trades. But yeah, sometimes that's just how things go. If you enjoy these videos, hit that like button, leave a comment down below. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.